My first prediction is the collapse of the entire public school system. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. I think it's...
If you go on to finish watching that video, she talks about how she thinks that kids are going to switch to complete remote learning within, like, this year because kids are vile and etc., etc. And then she's like, how teachers don't get paid enough. From personal experience, my 12-year-old has been on online school on and off since COVID. So they did the COVID online school, and she thrived in it. Her grades were so much better, but because there's so many distractions in school, along with bullies and just vile, nasty kids, when she went back to school, it was horrible. The kids got so much worse, like so much worse. They had no boundaries or respect for people's boundaries. Like, they were horrible. And yes, they did smell. And most of the teachers did not care. Now, I'm not saying this for every school, but the teachers at that particular school did not care. We pulled her out of that school, put her in a different school in the same area, not a nice area. Kids still fucking nasty, still fucking vile, like horrible. And these teachers were even worse because they were racist. And pulled her out, put her on an online school. This school has been great, like 8.5 out of 10 great. Why? Smaller classes. If the kids are rowdy, the teacher can just mute them, and the kids who are actually trying to focus can focus. And yeah, some kids don't want to focus. Some kids are sleeping during the class, but that is that individual kid's problem. That is not the problem of everyone else in that classroom. The thing that sucks about school learning and classroom learning is if one kid wants to act up and be a fool, it affects every single child in that classroom. On remote learning, if you're acting like a fool, all the teacher has to do is mute you, and the rest of the class can pay attention. And yeah, there are still some teachers on here that I personally don't like, but they're not bad. They're just like not my preference. But then there are other teachers that I will thank on God because of how attentive they are, how responsive and respectful and like aware of their students. So personally, I think yeah, kids should and will end up switching completely to remote learning within, I don't say just this year, probably the next 5 years, but it was better for my kid. Maybe not everybody else's, but it was definitely better for mine.